I'm Devo with AGA Productions, the resident ridiculous Star Wars nerd. And you're watching 2 Minute Takeaway. No video synopsis is ever going to be as good as reading the actual book, and you might have a different take than I did, but maybe this will save you some time. I just finished Lost Stars, a Star Wars young adult novel by Claudia Gray. Here are my thoughts. Let's start the timer. Why did I read it? Okay, so here's where it gets nerdy. I'm a huge Star Wars fan and have been since my dad bought the original trilogy for me on VHS, and once I learned in middle school that there was an expanded universe, well, I've been hooked ever since. Now, Disney acquiring Star Wars and LucasArts has erased much of the continuity I held as canon, but now that they're releasing new content to supplement the films, I'm back in it. This is just one of the many new works that is part of the current Star Wars canon, and that's enough for me to give it a chance. What's it about? A rich boy from a terrible family and a poor girl from a good family grow up with a passion for flying and realize too late that they're in love. Politics and ideologies divide them and they fight on opposite sides of a war, though often come into contact with dynamic results. Also, it's Star Wars. My main takeaway. So this is basically the star-crossed lover story, but rather than just family divides, it's rebels and empires. My main takeaway is that a lot of stuff happens in the Star Wars universe concurrent to the things that we've seen in the films and comics surrounding the seminal characters like Vader and Skywalker and Yoda. This gives life to the idea that even in the universe-spanning events of Star Wars, others are still living their lives and dealing with their dramas. And those stories, though less fanciful and with less lightsabers, are still important. Was it worth the price of admission? I'm clearly not the demographic for this book, as I'm considered a bit old to be considered a young adult at this point. I found the story to be enjoyable for what it was, but thought that some of the language was clearly intended for teen readers. Additionally, there are some scenes that are slightly more risque than I would normally expect from a Star Wars novel, which, though not graphic, are at least frank depictions of sex and the memories thereafter. This book is currently running for $6 on Amazon, and it is probably worth that. Though I love the idea of the stories happening around the Star Wars universe that expand on the everyday soldiers and lives, if I were going to recommend one, I'd actually say give Twilight Company a shot first. Thanks for watching this 2 Minute Takeaway with AGA Productions. Please take a second to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you'll receive notifications as we release more 2-minute reviews of books, music, movies, and more. Also, if you enjoy these reviews, please like, comment, and share. Again, I'm Devo, and as always from me, what have you been reading?